Alright, sending data to Twitch and YouTube. They make sure that we're streaming. You guys can talk about whatever. Sorry, what was that, Leaf?
Is it in the vein of Critical Role? Is this where we cuss you out?
Yeah, something like that.
Not yet.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna turn you up a little bit because you're a little bit soft to me.
I stepped away.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright, we're online on Twitch and on YouTube. Please work. Hope there's not any damning anything on the screen. And we're online on YouTube. Awesome. Alright, sorry for being 30 minutes late, guys. Welcome to Beholding Dice. My name is Arkanraptor, your resident DM, aka Nathan. Let's go around the table and introduce people and their characters, starting with Sleepy. Just give a little info about your character and your background.
Hey, I am Sleepy. I play Rogar Sparkle Gem Knuckle. I'm a Dragonborn Paladin that was raised by gnomes, and that's where I got my last name.
Awesome. All right, Leaf, who is new to our game. Tell us a little bit about your character and their background.
Well, my name is Leaf. I'll be playing Whispering Gale. Gale for short. He's a Tabaxi spell slinger, a divine soul sorcerer.
Nice.
I'd like to keep the background a bit of a secret if I could.
Yeah, no problem. All right,
Okay.
Deadly, let us know about your character.
Well, I am Deadly, and I am playing Aiden Frostwind, who is a Ranger, Beastmaster Ranger rogue, and I am awesome.
And you were just awesome. All right, Corey, tell us a little bit about your character.
My name is Corey, and I am playing Arid Leoheis. I am a Circle of the Shepherd Druid, Furbog, and I am chasing and trying to figure out why some black dragon, or a half-black dragon, entertained my blue dragon from the forest of the Reaching Woods. I'm chasing them down to find out what's going on with them.
Yeah, totally. All right, to recap what has happened so far, you guys are on the trail of the Coastway from Baldur's Gate, going north towards Waterdeep, excuse me. And you are in a wagon train along with wagons from the Cult of the Dragon that you have been trailing. And you are also, also part of the wagon train itself. I believe all of you are captains or something along those lines.
Except for Bruno.
Bodyguard.
Yeah. Fancy.
Making the big bucks.
Yeah, you know, you're hired as a sergeant, all of you. Except for Leaf. We haven't got to Leaf yet. Yeah. But you guys are on the trail, and you are following this caravan and being part of it, and trying to keep yourself inconspicuous and also helping out along the way. So first, starting off, after 2 days and nights of rain, lightning, and strange whistling sounds on the wind, You guys awaken to see the surrounding countryside is blanketed with fungus. It grows everywhere, including on the road. Whenever you step on a mushroom, when it's nearly impossible not to, it emits a puff of black spores and a moan of pain. What would you guys like to do?
Do I recognize what it's doing?
Go ahead and give me
Or
a
what is
nature
it?
check. Like what type of mushroom it is, or what it's doing, or
Like what type of mushroom it is, because I was out in the forest, in the woods, and being a druid, I'm studying all that.
yeah. Yeah, you were just able to figure out, Arid, that these are harmless black shrieker mushrooms, or tiny shrieker mushrooms that are sprouted from an immense mycelium, that has spread beneath the area from shallow caves nearby.
Ooh.
Some people think that they are
Worthwhile.
deadly poisonous because of the black spores, but you know them to not be. The merchants around you, though, are still terrified of the things and refuse to drive through them.
Are they old enough and mature enough that they could be collected? And since everybody's terrified of them, and I know that they're not, I'm going to explain that they're not. If they're still terrified of them, I would like to pluck one. And are they edible?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check about talking to the merchants and seeing what. Okay, some of them come onto your side and are like okay with what's going on.
If they're
but-
edible and not going to hurt me, I want to eat one in front of them and show them that they're not deadly.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw. Alright, you are just fine.
Okay. So hopefully that brings everybody else around to seeing that they're not deadly.
Yeah. Speaking of deadly, Aiden, what were you trying to do with your survival check?
See if it was gonna kill him.
Now that I've shown that they're not deadly, are they rare enough or edible enough that we could use them in like cooking and stuff? Because if so, I'll go ahead and collect some of them.
Yeah, they're actually growing at a really fast rate. On the rain-soaked ground, you can almost see them getting bigger. They were the size of champagne corks when you first noticed them, but after an hour of trying to discuss with the merchants about... Hey, Brainer's here. Discuss with the merchants that they're not deadly and eating them. They grow about 6 inches tall.
Oh, I want to collect them if I can.
Okay,
They
yeah.
might be magic. We should get
That-
the wizard to pick them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask one quick question?
What is that?
Did we get a long rest
Yes.
in between games?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are just waking up from a long rest. Alright, we have Brainer here. Brainer, are you on the mic?
I'm on the mic.
Alright, cool. Give us a little background about your character, who they are, and what their background is.
Alright. I have Brainor and Riven. Brainor is a ASMR wizard. Riven is an owl.
Okay. That's all that we need to know.
And I think we talked about retconning a little bit of my backstory, that I was actually from Waterdeep and grew up in
Yes.
the temple of Selune,
Yes, you have.
where we're heading.
Yeah, you're heading towards Waterdeep right now. If you didn't catch what's happening right now, you guys have woken up to be surrounded by these mushrooms that each time they're stepped on or disturbed, they emit a puff of black spores and give a shriek or a moan sounding like pain. but they are now 6 inches tall and are blocking the road. So what would you guys like to do?
Well, I would. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, since I recognize what they are, is that a normal pace for them to be growing, or is that an abnormal pace?
No, that's a normal pace for them. They just grow really, really quickly.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain that to everybody and say, let's get through here as quickly as we can, but cut them down and try to collect them as well, because we can use them. Can we use them as food?
Yeah, possibly. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there's regular
because-
mushrooms.
Yeah, because they can be usable to sustain us later or to sell. So let's go ahead and try to collect them as we move quickly through the area. So I'm going to send out my 5 little boys that are following me, fighting for me, and have them start clearing out a path for us if the others want to join and so we can get through.
Okay.
Well, I would like to do a perception check to make sure there's nothing out of the ordinary, and I would like my panther to do the same.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do that.
Everyone's gonna do the same.
Okay. That was a persuasion check, Aiden, but that's alright.
Sorry.
Riven doesn't see anything out of the ordinary. It just sees a swath of these mushrooms growing in front of the wagon train.
None of them looked any different. None of them looked to be hidden. Something that might be bad hidden in plain sight.
No, it's not. You don't see any violet mushrooms like from the cave or anything. They all seem to be uniformly the same size. And while you guys are doing this, they have grown to be about a foot tall now. Also, Aiden, with your survival check, you recognize that that the black spores are actually somewhat poisonous. They affect the mind of anybody that breathes them in, and sometimes can debilitate somebody by making them unable to cut them down, or pretty much what they do is that they make the inhaler sympathetic to their cries of pain, and it can make them break down and give you nightmares. But the toxin comes out of your system after a while, and yeah. So who is cutting down these mushrooms?
Well, knowing this, can I recommend that the party and all the merchants cover their faces with a scarf or any sort of mask that may help protect them from the spores?
Alright, go ahead, give me a persuasion check. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and use the persuasion check that you already did with the 17.
Okay.
All of the merchants and the cultists and everybody in the wagon train quickly pulls up a scarf or a cloth, anything that they have. Some of them rip off pieces of their wind protection off their wagon and quickly tie it around their faces. So who's involved in actually cutting down these mushrooms and clearing a path for the wagons? Because right now they're about a foot tall, so a wagon wouldn't be able to really...
Yeah, I directed my guards after I saw the firbolg.
And I'm going to do the same.
Alright,
I'm
just
going to maintain my
direct your
bodyguard
guards?
duties.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, both of you. Aiden and Rogar, Sparkle Gem, and with advantage. because they're covering up their or their faces. Okay, yeah, they bring out their swords, and also a couple of them have scythes and rakes and other things from another merchant, and they are clearing out a swath path for the wagons to go through, and all you hear are these shrieks of pain, but they don't seem to be affecting the guards at all. After about an hour, you can clear a path through and get through the mushrooms.
Nice.
Excellent.
Nice. Alright, so you guys earned 300 experience points for completing that.
Woohoo!
Oh, yeah, we should tell Leaf what experience points he should be at.
4810.
4810. Now, Leaf.
Thank you.
Yes.
Or, what was your character's name? Gale. Wandering Gale.
Gale.
While they're doing that, I'm going to be sitting next to my employer and enjoying the wind over Riven's wings as I'm perceiving it all through her eyes.
Gotcha. This is about where you guys are, by the way. Right about there.
No, I'm way off. I'm up near Nightstone.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize you had your character on. You're on the coastway right here, by the way.
Ah.
It doesn't really matter. We can use you as the party token if you want.
Well, I am the life of the party.
Exactly.
Wow, chicka wow.
100%.
Or the death.
Or the death of the
Whichever
party.
happens.
I have yet to
Alright.
go down.
So
I
after
have
you
been
guys,
close, but I have yet to go down.
You've been very close before.
Oh my.
All right, so you guys
Oh
finally
my.
Got later
go.
on tonight if you want.
It's okay. You guys finally make your way past through the swampy area of the Fields of the Dead, and on your right you see a tabaxi sitting astride a warhorse.
You were gonna say camel.
No, no camels right now.
Does he look sketchy? Does he look like you might want to?
And you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Rogar, you can give me an insight check. No, he seems to be on the up and up. Like, he seems to be like a cool guy.
I'm gonna wave and say hello, traveler.
Hello.
Hello, Maurice. How may I touch you today?
Change that to an 18 from my portent that I rolled earlier.
Alright, yeah, you recognize him to be a traveler and someone that you can trust.
Okay.
Where are you heading along the road?
I don't really know. Where am I? I kind of got lost.
Were you drinking too much, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Too much skooma.
Yeah, too much skooma. Alright, would you like to... Gale, would you like to be a part of this wagon train?
I mean, if they invite me, sure, but
Alright, you can ask for to be hired out by any of the wagon train employers. So go ahead and give me a persuasion or athletics check if you would like to be hired out.
Okay. I think I'll go with persuasion. I'm
All
more
right.
charismatic than I am strong.
Wow, okay. Yeah, with
The
that,
bodyguard.
you are hired as a bodyguard for a merchant, and you are being paid 10 gold pieces per 10 day, plus food and living expenses on the road.
Ooh. Thank you for the deal.
Money, 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 money!
Yeah, exactly.
You and I are the high rollers.
Nice.
Fuck you!
Spellcasters get them so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We
that's
are
what it
a
is.
rare commodity and much sought after.
Right, all of your LFG groups are all looking for you.
I think I'm gonna sneak up on both of them, shoot them in the back of the head.
All right,
Except
make
I would
a
see you
stealth
coming
check.
because I'm circling overhead with Riven.
I mean, I'd be oblivious, but that's the way you want to do it. We can do it.
And if you want to, you
And
can roll a
you've s-
stealth check right now.
You've
if you
seen the
wanna do
kind of damage my magic missile can do.
Not against me.
Yeah, it would against you.
No.
it. No, it was against.
Magic missile does not miss.
Yeah, it absolutely does not miss.
You got
Mhm.
All right, so you guys go
You have
along.
to what?
I will sneak around you. You have to first.
I'm literally watching you right now through the eyes of an owl.
Through the eyes of an owl. Exactly. All right, so you guys are now made it out of the fields of the dead, and you've brought in some new blood into the wagon train, and you guys have now.
One of us.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a few days, so you guys have now camped together and supped together and have gotten to know each other, and you guys have realized that this is a tabaxi that you can trust.
Aw, we like you.
Yay.
That still
So-
don't trust me.
What gods do you follow?
Bahamut, actually.
I really don't trust him now.
Bahamut? Bahamut's a good one.
Bahamut.
Yeah, Bahamut is the lawful good dragon. You're thinking
The
of
platinum
Tiamat,
dragon.
the platinum dragon.
Yeah, the platinum.
Cassius the Panther is watching you. So if you guys would like to, you can bring him along into your party and explain what you're doing along the wagon train and what your ultimate goals are.
Yeah. So, grabbing beers one night over the fire, I'll get up close to the tobacco and ask him all the because the cult of the dragon was looting a lot, trying to gather gold all across the countryside. So I'm assuming he probably was aware of that.
Leaf or Gale, your character probably has not been aware of that because they've mostly been looting south of Baldur's Gate and Elturel and Scornable. And I'm sorry, what? You're from Waterdeep or are you from Baldur's Gate?
Who's that? Me?
Out of character, Gale. Yeah.
Oh, like, yeah, Waterdeep, Neverwinter, something like that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you wouldn't have known about these raids or anything done by the Cult of the Dragon.
So I don't know if I'm gonna mention the what is it? The Iron Gauntlet? Is it the Gauntlet and the other dudes. I don't know if I'm gonna
Oh,
mention them.
the Order of the Gauntlet and the Harpers.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna mention them yet. I'm just gonna say that
Okay.
just kind of secretly.
By the way, every morning, just to make sure that it's being stated that I'm doing that, I'm still casting Shillelagh on my staff, so that way I can get my bonus to attack.
Right. I believe that only lasts an hour though, but it's a cantrip, so you can just keep doing it.
It's at a cantrip, so I'm casting it anytime it expires.
Right. That's totally fine. All right. So
I don't know if you want to roll every 2 hours, but
no, don't worry about it. You're not rolling or anything as a cantrip. All right. So Sleepy, would you like to explain to, or sorry, Sparkle Jim, would you like to explain to Gale about what's going on?
I don't drink. So we were down in Greenest, and there was a well, I joined in. There was cults looting, wanting to bring back trying to get a horde together to. I think we learned that she's trying to bring back TM. So we, some other people were interested in seeing them fail, as us trying to gain information on them. They're actually just right now drinking fire over there, and I'm gonna point to some of the, not point, but I'm like with my eyes, kind of point over at a couple.
All right, go ahead and make a. What would it be? Either a stealth check or a deception check to try to make yourself not too conspicuous about.
Deception.
Okay. It's good to know.
I'd say his eyes kind of flick over that way and then look back to the person he's speaking to, Rogar. Okay. And what would you have of me?
Bolt is strong. They have dragons. We need many strong warriors. There are a few of us. Party.
As you're doing this, Sparkle Jim, go ahead and give me a perception check. Beat a 15.
Perception, -1.
Alright, nope. Never mind, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Okay.
Well, it sounds as though it might be worthwhile.
Where there's a horde, there's gold.
I'm less interested in wealth itself. What's the way to say it? A chest filled with gold coins. It might be useful to buy food or rope, but there's nothing intrinsically interesting about it, you know?
Sure. Very interesting.
Alright, so nice job, Sparkle Jim. You go ahead and get a point of inspiration for giving a good summation of what has happened so far.
I wish I had that before the perception check.
But that being said, it sounds as though there's an adventure to be had. And maybe I could find some answers of my own.
You don't find gold, I'm sure you value it.
Well, I'm not much of a warrior, but I
Sorry.
can sling a few spells.
There's the party loot for everybody. Cause,
Well, why don't we cook some antelope up?
Or Aiden was looking.
Ooh, we can make sautéed antelopes with the mushrooms and make a soup.
Okay.
That sounds good.
I don't think you have the loot table available for us to edit and everything. So I'm not seeing it as a thing I can open.
He just put it in.
Oh
there.
wait, it's at the top. It's at the top.
Yeah.
I see it now.
Yeah, it's at the very top.
Can't edit it.
Are we
All right.
resting for the evening?
Yeah, so you guys have sat down for the evening, and at the edge of the firelight, in the trees, you guys actually see, or it's actually, sorry, excuse me, it's still twilight, and you see a herd of deer grazing on a nearby hill. So, some of the travelers and some of your subordinates take such opportunities to hunt fresh meat for their larder.
Sounds good.
That actually sounds like it could be a good idea too.
1 second, I have to plug in my computer.
Yeah, Raven's gonna try to take one out. She's feeling
1
brave.
second. Riven sees that included in the herd of deer is a magnificent golden stag that shimmers in the light as if its coat is spun from gold and its antlers plated with platinum.
Ooh.
Is he the only one that sees that, or do we all see that?
As you guys get closer, you guys do see it at the front of the herd. Make a... Yeah, Aiden, you're good. Stealth check. Go ahead and make a stealth check, everyone. That is
Rogar's
hunting.
gonna stay seeing that everyone.
I'm gonna sneak right up to it and touch its sweet spot.
All right, you you're able to sneak up to it, and you're able to get within range distance of the deer.
You said the antlers are made of metal, correct?
They shimmer. Okay, sorry. The coat is it shimmers in the light as if the coat is spun from gold and antlers plated with platinum. You don't know.
So they are metal.
No, it shimmers as if they are.
They just shimmer like they're metal.
It is a
Riven is
beautiful
going
sight
to
behold.
land. Riven is going to land on one of the antlers, and
Okay.
Wow.
What if
I'm gonna also cast Fairy Fire on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it has
You're
advantage.
gonna kill my panther.
All right, let me
if
set
Rogar
you guys
does
up.
this, he-
and by the way, since Riven is attached to the antler, if it moves, she is still on it.
Right, exactly.
Like she is clamped on.
Give me 1 second. Let me put up this golden stag. Alright, you guys would be somewhere in this area, away from the, or this area away from the road.
What area? I don't see us anywhere.
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't moved you guys yet. Alright, so you guys should be somewhere in this area, or this area right here. Kind of hidden among the rushes and the weeds. Yeah, Sparkle Gem is still hanging back in the wagon train.
No reason to believe that this might be. 'Cause, I mean, I don't see that kind of coloration in nature. You know what I mean?
I'm a druid. Can I see if I know anything about this? Because I'm a druid. Like, I feel
What?
like I would.
You absolutely can. Go ahead and roll for initiative first, though.
I also would like Riven,
Whoops.
who is, I mean, technically is, if this is some kind of like god or something, she is celestial, so she would have knowledge of this might being something else.
Well, you've already cast
I want
Shock and
my-
Grasp.
I know. Maybe that it was just a love tap,
Maybe it was just a love tap.
a little love tap.
Hey, I love you.
So that would be that.
I'd hate to
Because it doesn't actually have a.
Right, wisdom check. It recognizes as a fey creature. Something ethereal
fuck.
and something
God damn
very
it! Fuck the
beautiful.
Fae.
Alright, so
Oh, well.
how much damage
We'll
did you
see.
do with your shock and grasp?
I'm not trying to kill it with the shocking grasp. I'm just trying to like let it know, hey, we're here.
You
Taser
did
them.
a natural 20 with the shock
But
and
I-
grasp before you, so you
Yeah,
did
that's-
6 damage.
The only reason it did a lot of damage, as far as a cantrip goes, because I also technically I think I also have the option to cast Burning Hands, and I didn't want to immediately kill it if it had lower health.
Could I like do a history check or something like that? See if I've heard any stories about a sacred gold creature or something like that.
When it comes to your turn, you definitely can. Give me 1 second. First is going to be the Golden Stag's turn. And
Oh, we don't get a surprise round?
your surprise round was his shocking grasp. Shocking.
Oh,
my
that's
fairy
it.
fire. Did my fairy fire go off too, or
Your
no?
fairy fire did go off, so it is. Does have. Let me see what a good fairy fire thing would be right there. So it does have. You guys do have advantage against it.
And where's that symbol? There it is. Riven would have it too because she's in that space.
All
So I
right.
marked her.
The golden stag rears up and calls out or kind of barks in a way that an elk does. And let me see. Nope. Does not get the charge.
Can I understand what he's saying because of my speech of beast and land? Or what he's referring to?
Do you speak Sylvan?
Yes.
So, ow, motherfuck!
Okay.
Fuck.
No, actually, what he's saying is, why?
Can I yell since I understand that, or do I have to wait for my turn?
You have to wait for your turn. The golden stag is going to see Cassius in the woods here, and is going to go up to him, and Riven's with him. And the golden stag is going to ram him with a natural 20. Cassius
And that's
takes.
going to be an 18. I'm changing that to an 18.
Okay, I'm sure.
So
an
it'll be a
18 still
19
hits.
total. No. My dex save. I'm doing a dex save to avoid being smashed into the.
Oh, okay.
For Riven.
Yeah. Okay, definitely.
So It's gonna be a 19, and I'm gonna use my last portent on
I
that.
like it. I like you did a double natural one. That's awesome.
A double fail.
Double fail.
Poor owl.
All right.
That should be like an auto success.
Yeah,
I mean, that was
that's impressive. All right, so the Golden Stag ram. Oh, let me change the music because we're in battle now.
Do 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 do.
Something along those lines. All right, so the Golden Stag rams into Cassius and brings down his antlers and tries to pierce him, and he does 12 bludgeoning damage to Cassius.
Cassie down 1 hit point.
But not down.
He's got more than 12 hit
Whoops,
points.
sorry. I didn't
You're
mean to
fine.
hit that. No, his hit points is 13.
At level 4?
He's familiar. He's not.
Oh, he's a familiar. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, now is Sleepy's turn, or Rogar. What would you like to do? Yeah, you have heard the deer have now run off, and you've heard the cry of the golden stag. So what would you like to do?
Oh, God.
All right, so you're going
You're
to.
muted, Sleepy.
Yeah, you're muted right now.
Sorry about that. Rogar, hearing the commotion, is going to dash over, and he's going to look over at Cassius, seeing him get hurt, and say, "Get behind me," assuming the familiar can understand it.
I don't know what your familiar can understand. I think he can only understand commands from Aiden, I believe. But I'm not exactly sure about that. Speaking of, it is now Aiden's turn. What would you like to do? And also Cassius' turn
so-
by extension.
Cassius is going to move behind Rogar at my command, and I am
All right,
going
he's
to
going
cast
to take
Hunter's Mark.
he's going to take an attack of
Attack of
opportunity.
He can't disengage.
You can disengage, yeah, as an action.
All right, I'm gonna disengage with him, and he's
Okay.
gonna go behind Rogar. All right,
He
so
took...
that doesn't take away my turn, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this being.
Okay.
Do I need to throw it up in the chat?
No. There you go. If you like to, you can.
And
Yeah, go ahead and throw it up in the chat just so we know exactly what it does.
why didn't it do anything?
I don't know. It's really weird.
It is really weird. Huh.
Yeah, still nothing.
Did it? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, we just copy and paste it. Thank you, Sparkle Gem.
All right. Yeah, thank you. And I'm going to use my longbow.
Alright, you have advantage against it because he's now encased in fairy fire. Alright.
I don't need it.
You don't need it, obviously. How would you like to kill it?
He won't be able to make an attack this round because he used disengage through his animal companion. To give your companion a command, it takes an action.
I thought it was a bonus action.
Nope. You can use your action to verbally command it to take the attack, dash, disengage, dodge, or help action.
Oh,
Unless he
well,
has an extra attack feature, he won't be able to make an attack this round.
Okay, I was confused about that. I'll let you go ahead and retcon whatever you want to do, Deadly.
So I'll put Cassius back there. He'll be
Okay.
down to 1 hit point.
And you shoot him
But
with your
I'm killing
longbow.
the bastard.
Still do.
Yeah, I'm killing the bastard.
Yeah. How would you like to kill it?
I'm gonna put an arrow right the heart.
Yeah, just between
Normal
just between the ribs and the shoulder blade, you're able to place an arrow straight into the stag's heart, and it rears up for a second, and then immediately falls down to the ground. And as you guys get closer to it, it starts to melt and disappear and fade away.
Before it fully dies, can I use my healing hand action through Riven to heal it?
No.
Can I please try
Like
to keep
as it dies, I'm gonna heal it.
Okay.
So let's. That's not gonna work. Boom.
Alright, how many hit points does it get?
4 from me. And 6 from Corey, it looks like.
So you just wanted to kill it a little and not a lot?
I just wanted to let it know we were here.
I know it's sentient.
You want to
but I
let it
can't
know you were
guys
here with a shocking grasp?
Yeah, that's how I always do it. That's how I woke up the ogre.
I just killed this thing.
A little
and bring
shock.
it back to life.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys didn't hear it speak. I know it spoke. I want to talk to it and save it.
Yeah,
If it kills my panther, I'm killing one of y'all.
yeah, nobody else
I will
understood
step in front of
what...
it. That is a bonus action. I will.
Yeah, but Riven knows that it's a fae or of some sort, and so
Right. Alright, so now, Aiden, would you like to do anything else in your
Just-
turn?
I guess I really can't do anything if you use my action and my bonus action.
Alright, Whispering Gale, what would you like to do?
That, do I know any stories or whatever about a golden stag with...
Yeah, give me a history check. You have heard folktales of a golden stag that gives gifts to passing travelers and to farmers that are kind to it
Sure.
in the area. But you don't know exactly like if this is the golden stag or if this is like you can't quite remember exactly the tale that comes with it.
Right. I mean, does this thing resemble it, or is it just any sort of golden stag that gives gifts to travelers and farmers and such?
It definitely resembles any description of the animal in the folktales.
Okay. I remember a tale that a golden stag gives gifts to travelers who are kind to it. I don't think we should attack it. Do I still have at least a bonus action left?
Yeah, you do. What? Actually, your history check
Healing
was a
word.
bonus action. So what would you like to do as your regular action?
Oh, healing word on the panther.
On the panther. All right. Go ahead and roll for that.
Poor kitty. 6.
So back up to 7.
Thank you.
Of course. Good.
All right. Is it the rest of your turn, Gale?
Yeah.
All right, Arod, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to step forward, and as I do, I'm going to speak to it in Sylvan and say, I am sorry we did not know you are sentient, which is why we just healed, me and the other character probably just healed you. Please let us speak to you and no longer fight. And I'm going to also, in the process of saying that, I am going to tell him I'd like to cure his wounds.
From the ground, the golden stag in Sylvan speaks out and says, "Why would you attack me?"
We attacked. We were uncertain and assumed that you were just a creature, not sentient. I truly apologize. Please allow me to heal you to show our goodwill.
What's he saying? Does anyone else know?
Yeah, to everybody else, you can kind of sounds like
Nope.
chittering and
I'm going to reach out my hand and ask him to lower his head so I can heal him and show that he is not a threat to us. And if he does, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Sounds like some weird fairy music.
All right,
Does
it
allow me
heals
to do
back.
that?
It can't really do anything to not do that.
Well,
it closes his
lowered his head
eyes.
like I asked.
It closes his eyes and lowers his head and accepts the healing.
Okay. Can I turn to the group and say, let's not attack him. He's sentient. He's a fae. Or do I recognize at least that he's fae because he's speaking Sylvan?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask us all to back down because he's sentient. He's a fae. We should not attack him. Please, let's speak to him instead.
That was a good shot, though, Brainor. Or Aiden.
Yeah, the arrow is still sticking into his side, but there is now no more blood coming out of it.
It's funny. Both the attacks that hit it were both nat 20s.
Yeah.
So,
the
I
dice
guess-
gods have fated it to die, but the players decided otherwise.
Right. Sorry, Brainer, where was your... Oh, your Brainer was there. Okay. Did not do... I guess, Brainer, you would have had a turn before Arid.
Yeah, I used it for the healing. That's when I healed.
Okay.
Because it would have been right after the attack.
Yeah, that's true.
That would have killed it.
Alright, the golden stag stands up. And it's still encased in fairy fire.
Oh, can I dismiss that, or do I have to wait till my next turn?
No, you can dismiss it.
Okay, I'm gonna dismiss it as well.
And
Is everybody
looks,
backing off now that I asked them to, or are you guys still attacking it?
it's now it's now the golden stag's turn, and he is going to look to you and says, "You are no friends to those of the wood." And is going to take the disengage action and scamper away.
Oh, do I get an attack of opportunity as a reaction?
No, it did the disengage action. So let me see how far it actually goes. Actually goes right. It's not completely off the map, but it tries to get as far away from it as it can. Alright, Sleepy, what would you like to do? Or Rogar, sorry.
Could I turn, because of bonus action? We can kill this thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's just within 30.
That's up to you.
Okay, I'm going to attack with my sword.
Alright.
Just try to save it.
Well, it's... can I use my inspiration?
Absolutely you can. So 25 is definitely going to hit.
And I think I'm going to smite it as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Fuck you!
I take 6 slashing damage, and how much from the smite?
Sorry, chat.
Hmm.
2 years. So
My arrow.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah, the golden
fuck
stag.
you.
You run up behind it, and as it's running away, you slice down its Achilles tendon from its back legs as it's running away, and it falls down to the ground. And as it falls, you bring up your sword and pierce it straight back into the heart where the arrow was.
that's for attacking.
All right, the golden stag is now dead.
Skin the bastard and take its chiasm.
Has anything left? What do you mean?
As it falls down to the ground, it starts to fade away, and kind of what seem to be leaves start to slough off of it and fly into the wind. And
All of the Fey world.
fly off into the wind, and it kind of melts away into the air as it kind of dissipates. So you guys have won. Nice job.
What do you mean?
Hey.
I'm going to call him an idiot. You just killed a Fey.
Well, he.
Fuck the
I didn't
Fae.
start this fight. I finish it.
I was trying to save it and help us and help it.
Well, it obviously did not like us very much. I didn't want it coming back to get us.
Away from us. We just attacked it.
I was just cleaning up after the mess you got.
I'm back to camp.
Fine. I'm gonna search around and see if it had any little rows of shit around here.
Shit's diamonds.
Okay, go ahead and roll a investigation check.
A what?
Investigation check.
That is not what I thought you said.
I want my arrow back.
Yeah, your arrow just clatters to the ground as the stag dissipates into the air.
So can I pick it up?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, with that nat 20, the arrow is still fully intact.
Alright. I get my damn arrow back. Fuckers.
It was a Fey. It could have been giving us information of the area.
Fuck the Fae.
Could have helped
Fuck
us.
the Fae.
I
Fuck
could have
the
eaten
Fae
that.
least.
Fuck the Fae. The Fae will fuck you over in a moment's notice.
Alright, so you guys
Just for
have
the shits and
earned-
giggles of it.
You guys each
Wait, I have a
earn...
character.
You guys each earn 10 experience points for that, because you decided to fight it.
Out of character, they like evil spirits.
No, they're just mischievous.
Mischievous.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of like...
They
this
they're like
version-
they're like chaotic neutral. If they had an alignment, they would be chaotic neutral.
They're kind of
They
this
do what
world's
they
version
want
of like
to.
nymphs.
I know.
Okay, well then as a paladin.
Hold on, I got a quick question.
Yeah, what's that?
Wouldn't I have known that it was a Fae with my primal awareness?
What does your primal awareness do?
Use your action and expand. Expend one ranger spell slot. Okay, I didn't spend one.
No.
To focus your region around you. Spell slot you expend. And sense whether the following types of creatures are Fae on that list.
Sorry, you're cutting in and out a little bit, but that's okay. No, you did not use your primeval awareness. Yeah. So you would not have known it was a Fae until Ared said something. You guys are definitely going through the forest right now, and so you are able to hunt and pick up
Some meat and stuff to cook with.
exactly. some meat and some provisions, berries, and other types of herb and.
Were we not able? So was that not able to skin or get anything from the
No,
stag
it
as a
completely
sign of
disappeared.
trophy?
It completely disappeared.
That sucks.
Right?
I thought at least we could sell it,
Get the horns or something.
or the golden fur.
Right?
Make a cloak out of it.
Oh,
It'd been nice. Match it with the panther fur, the black and the gold.
No, y'all wouldn't let me kill it.
it was disappearing the first time when I healed it, so like.
I thought once we hit that point of no return where it was attacking us and we were attacking it, we could at least kill it and bring it back to show that we are much stronger than it. And then maybe get something from it. But if it's just gonna say "fuck you guys" and take off running, I have no remorse in killing it. Because I tried to heal it too.
Start.
I used my only healing that I have available to me to heal it.
Yeah, but now you have had a chance to rest and get on with the rest of your day. By the way,
Yay.
it's been a 10-day, so each of you get paid. Gale and Brainerd, you each get 10 gold pieces. Everybody else gets 8.
Woo.
4 and a 6, that could be useful.
Somebody's gonna get bad rolls.
Maybe. Alright, so now you guys are making your way downtown, moving fast.
Making my way downtown. Walking fast faces past and I'm homebound.
Alright, so the merchants seem to get especially wary and kind of scared as you guys make your way through the coastway, through the forest, and now into the Troll Claws mountains.
Do I know anything about these mountains at all?
No, because you're as a furbolg, you would not have left the Reaching Woods before anything. You may have heard stories, so you can go ahead and make a history check. Okay, you know that the Troll Claws are home to all types of deadly creatures.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna use my primal awareness this time.
Okay.
And expend another spell slot.
Of course, everyone has advantage on that.
We didn't have a rest in between, did we?
You did have a rest.
Oh, I did rest.
Yeah.
All right, so I still got 2 spell slots, and give Cassius all his hit points back.
Yes.
Revan got a 23 on perception check for spotting anything.
Okay, actually, as you guys are moving through the Troll Claws, it's really hard to say, through a gorge, while the path is kind of winding through, Riven actually sees what looks to be something along these lines.
Ugh. I just get
Kind
the
of-
impression of weird creature ahead.
What the fuck is that?
So I'll take a second and look through her eyes and see that. I'm like, what the hell is that?
It's kind of what it's doing is kind of on top of one of the gorges, kind of looking down at you.
To see if there's more.
Yeah, is there just one or is there more than one?
You see 3 of them, and you also see 2 giant spiders.
Hmm.
Do we know anything about these creatures? What they are?
Well, yeah.
Can
Sorry.
you tell us about them?
Yeah, I'm gonna mention something about that.
Okay, then I'm gonna turn into a little spider.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm
let's.
gonna ask him before I turn into the wolf spider. I'm gonna ask him where they're at. And do you direct me towards where they
That
are?
would be an intelligence. Yeah, I'll point out where they're at.
Okay. I'm gonna turn into a wolf
Yeah,
spider, and I'm gonna kind of try to sneak my way around and see what all's going on up there.
Okay.
How does a 13 nature check to tell me what I know about them?
You know them called to be ettercaps, and you know that they primarily feed on horses and other things from caravans coming through the Troll Claws Mountains. Sorry.
And with my spider, I'm gonna go see if I can find a web as I'm going up there, because I'm gonna use spider climb to climb my way around.
How close together are they?
One.
Are they like
two
all of them grouped up together?
Two of them are pretty close together. One of these spiders. There's two spiders, one on each side, and there are three ettercaps total. Two on one side and one on the other. They're kind of dispersed. They're about.
Are they like within 15 feet of each other?
Yes. I was gonna say they're within about 10 feet of each other.
Okay. Ribbon's gonna fly up fairly close to one, so that they're kind of right next to each other, and I'm assuming that because I know that they want horses, that they're gonna try to attack the caravan. So I'm gonna use Burning Hands through Ribbon.
All right. Go ahead and make a
attack 'em.
stealth check. Make sure that the ettercaps don't see Ribbon.
Well, she has that flyby,
I know.
so she can hit that and then.
Okay. The ettercap is actually able to see Riven before you're able to deal any damage or do anything about it. So everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
You want to move us to the map?
I got anywhere near close to them before we roll initiative, or
I'm going to show you guys. 1 second. Let me move you to the map.
Can I take a preemptive action before we roll initiative?
What is that? What would you like to do?
I want to cast a spell. Would like to cast a spell.
Alright, what spell would you like to cast?
Bless.
Okay, cool. You guys are also going by a river, by the way.
So are these all the new maps that you got there?
Yeah, a little bit. Give me 1 second to bring the other caps. Imagine that these woods are up on a
cliff.
Yeah, up on a cliff. And then
I was
transfer.
thinking spider thing before we noticed, but I guess that.
Do transfer.
Is it a spider too?
Arid is a spider
Yes,
as well.
I am.
I hope I don't hit the wrong one.
What's that?
I hope I don't hit the wrong spider.
Right.
I'm a wolf spider. They are what kind of spiders?
Giant spiders.
Okay, so there's a definite difference between the two of them.
That's the giant spider there, yes. Alright, and Arid, you also climbed up trying to look for webs, is that correct? Or did you were looking for webs on the ground?
I was trying to see if there was webs, and I was going to crawl up because I want to use web sense and see if there's anything else connected besides just those two. It allows me to sense anything that's connected to a web.
My web sense is tingling.
Exactly.
Basically.
So yeah, you
Bless.
you recognize plus.
Bless at level 2 So the four of us add a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Nice. Sorry, I have a freaking moth on my screen. Okay.
What for?
Okay, sorry. That's just going to annoy me. Alright. So, you're able to find one strand of web as you're climbing up, and it is kind of, let me show you. It is kind of connected here, and then you sense that it is also kind of strewn across the road and connected back. Spiders here.
Okay. Do I only sense the two spiders then that are connected to the web, or is there anything else touching, connecting to the web? It allows me to know the exact locations of any other creature that's
Correct.
in contact.
Yeah, all you know are the ettercaps and the giant spiders.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sense. Then I'm
no
going
problem.
to climb up in it.
That's the wrong button.
Are these guys all actually like touching and on the web?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Cool.
That's not great for them. That's better for them. Alright, Whispering Gale is actually able to act first. Riven actually acts on your turn, I believe, right, Burner?
Yes.
I believe all
Okay, so
familiars
are
act
we-
on your turn.
Are we aware that the web is there, or just the druid?
Just the druid for right now.
Gale will look to the others. So, are we fighting, or waiting for confirmation here?
Probably gonna try to eat our horses, so we should probably not let them do that.
I like my horse. Damn it. Alright.
True.
It's concentration, so... Mage
I didn't
armor on
realize
yourself.
this was not in the... Sorry.
What?
I didn't realize these guys were not in the map layer. They were in the GM layer. Just guys.
Gale will cast Mage Armor on himself.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else this turn?
I mean, I did the Bless before, plus this. Nah, I'm alright.
Alright.
Don't think I can do anything else.
Next is the Ettercap's turn. This one here is going to look towards Riven. And... is going to try to hit it with it, try to shoot out a string of web.
Okay.
Natural 20. You're
Be helpful if I can actually see that roll. You've got it on Whisper.
oh, is it on Whisper?
Yeah, we can't see your roll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'll do it again once it's fixed. Give
Oh,
me-
I believe you.
Yeah. I'll have to go back into roll 20 and then let me see if this will work. Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Settings, game settings. Should be under like game settings, am I wrong? Yes. No, that's not it.
It might be on the individual character sheet where you have to click public or GM.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that every time. Whisper rolls to GM. Never whisper rolls. This was. I said not to whisper, so I guess, yeah, I have to go to... abilities. Brainer, how did you make it so that they can not whisper rolls anymore?
So you have to go open up the options, and then towards the bottom, right above where it shows what under general options, it says whisper rolls to GM, and select never whisper rolls.
It is selected.
It's towards the bottom. Huh. It's weird then.
For the game settings of the actual game?
No. Under the creature. Under the specific creature. So you'd have to go to the header caps.
Each individually?
Open up there. Yeah. You have to hit the little cog wheel, scroll down to general options, and select never whisper rolls. You gotta do it on literally every character, and it's annoying.
Alright, I'm going to do that later. But just roll with me right now. It rolled a natural 20, so 24. So the creature is restrained by webbing. As an action, the restrained creature can make a DC 11 strength check, escaping from the webbing on a success. The effect ends if the webbing is destroyed. The webbing has an AC of 10, 5 hit points, is vulnerable to fire damage, and immune to bludgeoning damage. So Riven is now encased in this Ettercap's web, and this Ettercap here is going to spin its movement to climb down the 30 feet, and this Ettercap here is going to use this movement to climb down the 30 feet onto the ground. This one is the one holding the ribbon. Holding the ribbon.
Okay.
Corey, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move over to the setter cap, since it's in front of the minion, and I'm going to bite it.
Our 11 is not enough to hit. So you're trying to bite it, but it narrowly brings its arm back, and...
Where's I don't see him in the turn order. Oh, 18. That's weird. Why is it not showing up in the turnover?
Are you talking about Corey's wolf spider?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
It's in the turn order for me. Try refreshing the page.
Yeah, let me try refreshing. Yeah, because it's showing me as next. I'm trying to figure out, like, wait, what?
I'm
Yeah, it's
fresh off
not
the
showing
ground,
up for me
man.
either. So,
Yeah, I refreshed the page. I still don't see it.
That is weird.
That's weird.
Weird. Oh well.
Yeah.
At least I know that Corey is next.
Yeah.
So did we decide if familiars go on your turn or if they go on their own turn?
your turn.
Well, it's not going to matter too much this round.
It doesn't matter this
I mean,
round,
that's what y'all
but-
told me.
Well, I know that for hunters' pets and things like that, they go on year round and stuff like that. But that doesn't matter for this turn. So next is Riven and Brainer. What would you like to do?
As a bonus action, I'm going to dismiss Riven.
Okay. Yeah, so
And
the webbing from the Ettercap falls down and sticks down to the cliffside.
you said it was this one that
Yes.
encased her. How far away is that? 50 feet plus height, I'm guessing.
Yes, it's 30 feet up in the air.
Okay, let me get this pulled back up.
Rolls his own
What's the
initiative and
range on
acts on its
this?
own turn. Okay, so it was Riven's turn.
Riven rolled an 11. I rolled a 12. So I would have gone first anyways.
To me it rolled a 16.
Did it?
I don't know. Maybe it's
Oh.
from earlier.
I think I re-rolled it because it didn't pop up,
Oh,
even though I
okay,
thought I had
gotcha.
it selected. So I had a 12 and Riven had an 11.
Okay, no problem at all. So, Brandon, it would
But
be
either
your turn.
way,
So, Riven is now dismissed.
so yep, poof, disappeared. So not it's in her own little pocket dimension, so I can summon her back as a bonus action without the material cost.
Oh, okay. I believe for hunters is
Hunters are different because, well,
or
hunters
for
are different because
rangers,
it's not a
sorry.
familiar. It's
I'm saying hunters
it's a
like
companion animal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying hunter like it's fucking World of Warcraft. But
What is the
ranger,
range on this?
I believe, and acts on your initiative. Yes.
Beastmaster Ranger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to look at the range of some of the things I got.
All right.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do an old faithful. I'm gonna cast a first level magic missile on the one that had entrapped Riven.
All right.
So
Go
the
ahead
3
and roll
glowing
for damage.
darts, all 3 of them on one dude.
All right. Pew, pew, pew. They all fly out and strike the other cap, and as it's looking confused by
11 damage.
its prey being completely atomized in a way, I guess. Totally dissipated.
1 second it was there, 1 second it's gone.
Exactly. And it takes 11 damage in the face as 3 balls of force connect with it, and it starts scratching at his face, and you hear a loud chittering sound as it closes its mandibles together.
Would the wolf spider understand it? Because it is a spider.
Does your character understand not Sylvan, but the language of animals?
I can let's see, speech of beast and wolves.
I believe he can.
Actively communicate. I can understand the meaning of your word, or they can understand, and I can understand them in return.
It says, though you have no special ability to understand them in return.
Right.
Okay,
no, I
so-
can't necessarily understand them.
Alright, Brainerd, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's all I'm gonna be able to do. I'm gonna stay in the wagon for it now. Like, on the front of the wagon. So I can see what's going on.
Alright. Rogar, what would you like to do?
Guarding my,
Guarding
my
your-
charge.
Yeah, he's definitely, like, confused and doesn't quite understand what's happening. But he just saw you step up and send out Riven and 3 balls of force up into the cliff. And heard the chittering sound, and he's like, what is
I'm
this?
I'm gonna let him know what's going on, so he can be prepared.
Oh gods, help us. Alright, Rogar, what would you like to do? You might be muted.
Sorry, I'm always muted.
Always muted.
This one is slightly damaged, right?
No, that would be this one up here on the cliff.
Oh, this one's damaged. Okay.
Oh, can you not see their